Have you ever thought about how a language can be more than just words? What if it could be the very foundation of a nation, a symbol of independence, and even a key to unlocking a piece of human history? Well, that's exactly what we're digging into today with the incredible Wa-LaWa language family. So our story starts right here, in the rugged highlands of Southeast Asia. In this part of the world, a language isn't just something you speak, it's a declaration. It's the lifeblood of a people who are carving out their own identity in a really complex and, let's be honest, often turbulent region. And that really brings us to our first big point. This isn't just about how people talk to each other. It's about how the Wa language became a powerful tool for self-governance, for autonomy. And listen, we're not talking about some tiny, isolated dialect here. There are roughly 1.5 million speakers of Wa and its closest linguistic relatives. That is a community with some serious weight and presence. Now, this is where it gets really fascinating. Inside the self-governing Wa state, which is basically a nation within Myanmar, the Wa language is the official language. It's what you'll hear in schools, in government offices, what you'll see on official documents. It is, quite literally, the sound of independence. Okay, so who exactly are the Wa people, and where do they and their language fit into this huge, complex tapestry of Southeast Asia? Let's zoom out a bit and look at the bigger picture. All right, so the Wa-LaWa family is a specific branch on a much, much larger language tree called Austroasiatic. To give you some perspective, this massive group also includes languages like Vietnamese and Khmer. So the Wa people are part of this ancient linguistic heritage that stretches back thousands of years all across the continent. So when you look at how this family breaks down, it's pretty interesting. You've got two main branches. First, there's the Wa branch. That's the heartland we've been talking about, right there in the Wa Hills on the border. But then you have the La-Wa branch. Think of them as cousins who generations ago moved south and now live mostly in northern Thailand. And this is a really important distinction. It helps to think of their relationship to other languages in the area as cousins, not siblings. This means that while they're related, the Wa-LaWa languages form their own distinct, tight-knit group. They aren't just a dialect of something else. All right, get ready for this, because we're about to dive into what might be the single coolest feature of the Wa language. It's something that makes it an absolute goldmine for linguists. It's a language that basically has two different voices built right into it. I mean, really, think about that for a second. How is it possible to say the exact same word, but change its entire meaning from something refined to something common, just by altering the quality of your voice? Well, it's all thanks to this famous register complex. In some Wa dialects, words come in pairs. You've got the high register, which uses a breathy, higher-pitched voice and is often used for things related to humans or more refined ideas. And then you have the low register, which has this creaky, lower-pitched sound and is tied to animals or more everyday concepts. It's this incredible system of nuance carried entirely in the sound itself. And this isn't just some weird little linguistic quirk, you know? For linguists, this is a huge deal. It gives them a living, breathing example of how the physical properties of sound, like pitch and phonation, can become deeply woven into how a language develops meaning over time. It's amazing stuff. So you have this language with this incredible sonic complexity, but for most of its history, it wasn't even written down. It was a purely oral tradition. So how did it make that giant leap from the spoken word to words on a page? Let's take a look at that journey. And this journey from spoken to written is pretty remarkable. For centuries, it was all oral. Then, in the early 20th century, this unique, locally grown script just pops up, a real grassroots effort. Then, by the 1950s, a standardized script using the Latin alphabet was created over in China, and that's the one that's become the standard for education and official use today. And that first script, the Pausin-Ha script, that's just an amazing story in itself. It was a complete writing system invented completely from scratch by a local Lawa religious leader. It's just a powerful testament to that deep cultural drive to give your language a written form totally independent of outside influence. Okay, so we've covered the politics, the unique sounds, the history of how it was written, but let's bring it all home. What's the big takeaway? Why does this language family really truly matter? Well, for researchers, it's a gold mine. Studying the La-LaWa helps them map out ancient human migrations across Asia. As we just saw, its register system is like a perfect laboratory for understanding how sound and meaning evolve together. And it gives us this unique window into the relationship between highland and lowland cultures in that part of the world. But you know,
At the end of the day, this goes way beyond textbooks and academic papers. These languages aren't just artifacts. They are vibrant, living symbols of a people's resilience, of their history, and of their unwavering sense of identity in our modern world.
And that really leaves us with a final thought to chew on. In a world where a few major languages seem to be taking over, the story of Wa-Mi is this powerful reminder of just how important a mother tongue can be. It makes you ask, what does it really take for a community's unique voice not just to survive, but to actually build a nation?